You guys all took off running away from a fiery conflagration that was set by Jake. You found yourself in a slightly clearer section of jungle, and several pathways were branching off. You elected to continue in that easterly direction that had taken you where you currently are and where you'd been guided by your very friendly shape-changing friend that Jake scared the shit out of, and you took all his stuff, but you didn't kill his kids, so that was nice. You found yourselves beginning to get covered in an increasingly what turned out to be thick spider web. Rather than pushing through, your group chose to exit, and you changed direction. And when you changed direction, you found yourself in a clearing. That clearing had quite a beautiful lake with some ruins on it, and a beautiful little sandy shore. It's not a terribly large lake, but Egg's investigation turned out that it was in fact quite deep, and that what looked like some semi-religious ruins that were in the center of it, poking through the surface. Sorry, not Egg, Zach. So when he was investigating, Zach actually spied a really deep shadow. A really large shadow that was hidden deep in below the surface of the water. Difficult to see because of the reflection of the light off the top and just how deep it was, and the darkness that was in the water, and how fast the drop off was from the shore almost to a sheer drop into the depths. But he was very observant. And that observation coincided with all of you who were present having a voice intrude on your thoughts and engaging you in dialogue that also led to asking you what it was that you desired most, what your characters desired most. Some of you were confused as all shit as to what was going on. Others of you actually engaged in the dialogue and shared what it was you really wanted most. So Fokiona and Alia, out of suspicion and bewilderment, various mixes of that, rejected any kind of engagement with that voice in their heads. And a creature then emerged from the water that was just absolutely huge. Even the tentacles in the water and the ones out of it, it was still big with what was visible to you, like a large catfish-like head, multiple eyes across its forehead. So even with 12 feet of it out of the water, it was still clearly more of it in the depths below the surface. Just shitloads of teeth protruding from its closed lips, so you can still hear its voice even with those lips closed, and two just massive tentacled arms that slapped to the shore, holding it up and keeping it in place. And that was where you guys rolled your initiative, which we need to check and make sure that's still in Foundry.
Oh, cool.
I think I took a photo of it so I can manually do it if we need to. And the to let you guys know where we were at, Jake had actually engaged in the conversation the same way as what Zach did. So for you guys, just because so you're aware of what's actually happening, Zach, I've let Egg know, but Zach is actually currently charmed. None of your characters will be aware of this, but you guys as players, just for your information, and Jake was going to be as well, but we will just be having, essentially from this point on, I'll be handling what happens with Jake, but Jake will not be part of this interaction. We won't be playing the character without Lily present, just so you're all aware and aren't looking or trying to figure out what Jake would do, or if I might be asking you would make decisions for Jake. You won't need to do any of that. So where we land here, Zach, you hear that now familiar voice, that really friendly, like this guy seems super helpful. He's definitely interested in what you wanted. He's keen to help you achieve what it is that you want, and to get done what you're looking to get done, and end this nightmare journey that you've been on. And just sort of this insidious, friendly tone that you and I have reached an accord, and to fulfill my promise, I need you to keep me safe from harm, from Alia, from Phocionis, from that Drake, and any others who may want to harm me. If I perish, your desire dies with me. So we can't make you do that. That is a request, and I will let you make a decision on what Zach does with that. But I'm sure you're very well aware of the charm condition, but you can't attack or damage your new friend who's currently on the shore next to you guys. So let's see where we ended up with the initiative, and then make decisions on what's happening.
Here's where I go. I reckon my initiative.
It's still in there. You were 16. You were actually first. So in terms of where the rest of you guys are, so Fokionis was right over there, had headed over to Zach and actually assisted Zach in the investigations, and super helpfully pointed out under bubbles or something. Goodness only knows the Fokionis. Ali was hanging back. The Drake was sort of wandering around between Fokionis and Alia. And that is where you currently find yourself. So Fokionis, you are right up there next to it. Zach is just on the other side. And Alia and Fokionis are definitely unaware of where Zach's head is currently at. For you, all you guys are aware of, you can just see him standing there. Maybe a little bit of a smile on his face. He's made a new friend.
Right.
So what do you want to do, Fokionis?
Fuck, I don't know. Not really sure. Can we see Zach? What are you doing, mate? What's going on? This seems a bit fishy. Does Zach respond?
Yeah, I guess he looks a bit fishy.
What should we do?
What do you? I leave him alone.
What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Leave him alone?
Like, I don't know. Just
Yeah,
leave.
what's going on? What?
We can go. Just go.
It's not bullshit that
Like-
Zach could leave him alone. What the fuck?
He's just in the water. Like, it's not like you can go on land. You just leave. Like,
We'll just leave
yeah, leave.
and go where?
So
way
you're
we're
in
going.
combat initiative here. Just letting you guys know that conversation's not going to persist for too much longer before it's going to become the Aboleth's turn. I'm just letting you know for your consideration there, Fokionis, that
Good.
we've kicked into.
Yeah, this isn't Baldur's Gate character creation.
Oh, cool. Oh no, if it is, then that would be fine. I would just quit. And then
Start again.
I didn't even start the first time. But it's a really nice intro cut screen. Right. Fuck. I don't know then, because how are we attacking? I'm the closest. I'm a barbarian. Look, I guess I'm gonna fucking throw some shit at it.
Fuck's sake.
I tried to ask you, but nothing. So, and I'll make friends over there. Like,
Well, you don't know that.
Watching you two be dumbasses.
oh, what?
All right. Are you going to take action, or are you
Yeah,
just,
I'm going to throw a javelin of lightning at this big fucking thing.
all right.
You're right next to it.
Yes. So I should be able to hit it.
Is that electrocuting yourself?
Sure.
When you're 5 feet away from something and do a ranged attack, is that
Am I 5 feet?
disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Well,
I'm.
you're right. You literally, where it came out of the water is right beside you. So you are truly within 5 feet of it.
Melee attack, isn't it? Right.
What egg? So you can do the ranged attack, but you will be doing it at disadvantage.
Well, no, obviously I don't want to do that. So longsword it is. Thanks.
This the D8 or the D10?
Not sure. Just as an aside, as the person who's like charmed, even though I don't know that, and trying to talk us out of fighting, why would you tell me like to not do that? Just saying. Conflict.
Just roll your attack.
Roll my attack.
I think that was Egg helping out.
Yeah, no, I know.
Dante, not Zachary. Not Zachary giving instructions to fuck you.
I know. Funny. All right. 23.
Yeah,
in-
23 hit.
Does it? Sweet.
Yeah.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Here it comes.
Nah, I'm not even asking. Fuck you. 9. I know what you're
What
thinking.
was that?
I'm like, he was waiting for me to go, which one do I fucking roll? No, you
Oh,
won't.
and just for
I didn't even
whenever
get
you're
rolled
involved
once,
in
I
this
just rolled.
silly nonsense art, you can do your rolls wherever and how. I think I told you this already. However you like, just so long as I
Yeah.
can see them or know them. Just
I'll probably just do them in Foundry to make it easy, to be honest.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I mean, because Foundry doesn't always pick up every element to include. So, because I
It's
think
just
it
you're
misses
running out of
age
time.
with the Focionis rolls. I think it misses. Oh, I forget what it misses off Alia's rolls. So yeah, just go with what you're comfortable with.
Well, I'm happy just to roll just the plain dice in Foundry, and then I'll add the modifiers off the sheet.
Yep,
if need be. So
that's normally what. Generally, Egg is the one doing all that mental math. So yeah, more than happy for you to do that. Okay, so 9, you said.
9.
Big
Yes,
9. All right. Okay. So moving on
2
to
attacks per.
well, yeah, do you
Just saying. I don't know. You know.
yeah, what are you level 7? Yeah, you should have yes,
I
you should
do.
have more than one attack.
I do. I'm going to swing heartily again.
Mhm.
And probably. Oh, no, that hits. 26. Yeah.
26 definitely hits.
And 8 points of damage. I feel like I'm probably pissing the ocean here, but you know, that laugh tells me I am.
No, you've gone swipey swipe, and some black ichor is dribbling down one of the tentacles that you've taken some chunks out of. You've definitely let it know you're there.
No, good.
So
I'm
you've
not
now
gonna
drawn.
run away at a disadvantage either. So that's 2 things I've remembered. Fucking.
Say that again.
And guess what? I'm not going to say I'm going to run away at disadvantage.
You can run away.
No, because you say, well, you'll be at a disadvantage. And I'll go, well, I don't want to do that.
I don't think it'd be a disadvantage to get an attack of opportunity to take a slapping at you
You
as
know,
you were
I'm not into that weird tentacle. No, I'm not going to even finish that sentence. Oh,
You do more damage if you like raged.
yeah, but you know, my heart wasn't in it because you're telling me to like, you know, bite flowers and Leah just not even give me eye contact. She doesn't even care.
so
Food.
while you're hacking away at its tentacles, you've definitely got its head turning towards you, and those 3 beady eyes peering at the much smaller, even though you're quite big, creature hacking away at one of its tentacles, and out of the water the tail whips out in your direction. So it's gonna have a crack at you with that.
Excellent. Shortest campaign ever.
I got to see if it hits yet.
Right.
20.
That does hit, yes.
So it's 19 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm letting you know the damage type because I can't remember if you raged or not, and if you have
No,
any
I
reduction to bludgeoning damage.
I didn't.
Hmm.
I also realised
so
that, given that it's been 4 years since we played last, like that we didn't short or long rest either.
You did a long rest reasonably because you woke up. Oh no, because you had to fight the vines and then you set fire and then you ran away. Oh yeah.
Just taking, just putting that out there for those that have less HP than I do.
And then
fucking 20 left. Holy shit.
All right, I'm gonna have it. Yeah, it's gonna leave it. It's gonna leave it with just the slap with you at the moment. Dante kind of peering at you with disdain, and suggest you stop. Why don't you join us, Vocionus?
What? Get out of my head. Fuck's sake. What?
All right. We're now on to Zach. To see what you decided that obviously not attacking your new friend, but what's Zach going to do
Can I
amidst all of this?
Can I cast haste on it? I help it get away, or it gets a bonus to AC from it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that'll help.
Fucking traitor.
We don't know that yet, though.
So when you
I
do
know,
this,
but still.
describe to us what Vocionus and Alia might see you do from that, Zach. Or are you talking through
See
like
me-
what you're doing?
Yeah, so yeah, they'd see me like go, oh, quick, I'll speed you up, and so you can get away, and go over and touch it, like cast a spell on it with a touch spell, and
Yep.
it'll like start moving like twice as fast, just about. Like you notice it. Yeah, it's gotten
Yep.
faster.
Okay. Can you just hit me up? So haste gives it 1 extra action per turn and an extra travel. And what's it do to the AC? Because I just need to
Plus
add the
two
condition.
to the AC and advantage on dexterity saves.
Because I can't see where I can easily add in the condition hasted. Go.
The joy of DMing,
Yeah.
keeping track of all
Exactly.
the debuffs and
Yeah. So what was the resistance, sorry? I got the AC, I've got the extra action.
Advantage on dexterity saves.
Yep,
and movement.
thanks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Speed's doubled too.
Not easy. It gives a little shiver. Thank you, Zachary. All right, is that all you're doing, Zach?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's my turn.
No, just checking. So, Alia, you've seen all this happen. You've seen Fock wailing away on this thing, and then Zach telling you guys, what he's trying to do, and he's helping out. And he's cast this very advantageous spell onto the big looming monster. What would you like to do? You and your Drake.
I am going to look very fucking confused.
Rightly so.
And then I am going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
On who?
Haven't decided yet. Oh, no, actually, I'm not going to do that first. I'll take that back. About it. I am going to use my dragon longbow to attack the big gangly thing.
Yep.
I need a hit.
Oh, 20 just hits.
Oh yeah. AC's 19.
Alright, now I gotta do some maths, and I really can't be bothered doing this, but here we go.
Well, it could be 20.
He said
5, 10, 14. I think I add something else, don't I, Egg?
What the? That's a.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Don't you have your proficiency bonus or something?
Yeah,
Is it proficiency?
Oh, yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18.
18.
Plus, did you have the braces of archery that give you plus 2 damage?
Is that my
So 20.
proficiency?
No, you don't add your proficiency to damage.
I couldn't
Oh,
remember
so
what
it's
I couldn't remember
18
what it
then.
was.
Yeah, neither could I. That's why I asked what it was.
So
I
it was
was like, I know I add
18,
something else.
18 with the braces.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I am going to attack again because I get an extra attack.
Mhm.
23.
Definitely hits. Yep.
My mountain of dice. So we got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Didn't you already have that?
I
do
took
that at the
that
start
back
of your
because
turn?
I wanted to use that as my bonus action.
Okay.
You can do
But
your
I don't
bonus
know-
action first.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't have to
can
do them
you?
in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. How long have I been playing that? Fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cast it though. Oh, never mind.
Well, when you do as your bonus action,
Yeah.
you've now got it ready, and then
As my
you
attack,
can
the next one.
you
Yeah.
can do it with your next
Alright.
turn. Yeah. So there's definitely a hiss and a reaction from those quick fire arrows that have pierced the hide and done.
How much damage did you just do total?
Probably like 30.
Across the two?
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yep. It's just making sure it didn't have any resistances there, but no, the damage is true. So as all this is happening, can I get
Uninjured.
all three of you just give me a perception check, please?
I gotta fucking find it. This is always the one that I can never fucking find.
17.
3.
18.
All right. Phocyonis, you are just fixated on this giant creature splashing and flopping around in front of you, and just a little bit miffed that those little arrows seem to have made it rear back and hiss in more pain than your mighty swings did.
No, right?
But Zach and Alia, you guys both become aware of like this muffled thumping and this voice that you can hear it, but it's definitely sounds a bit restrained and a bit muffled compared to like how you can hear each other outside where you currently are. And Alia, you with your 18 can pinpoint that it sounds like there's a voice coming from and some thumping coming from that down tree log that is off to the left of Zach. If you guys look over here, so where I'm wiggling, yeah, that tree there, and from there, I'm going to let you tell us what Victor's doing. Not that these guys know that's his name yet.
Do I need to drop my thing in?
Do you need to drop your what? Sorry.
Oh, you read that.
Token.
Check
The
it.
token. Yeah. So yeah, Victor's in the log. It's a hollowed out log that's fallen over. And he hid there due to his previous encounter with the same creature.
Don't fill them in
that-
too much because all they know is that they've heard this voice. Sorry, you'll have to give your background
shit.
at the moment. All they know is that there's a
Yep.
voice and some thumping in a log. I've just made your character visible. Yeah, give
Alright.
them your.
Well, I'm gonna just gonna be sort of woken up startled, found out that I'm in this log, and now I'm just trying to break my way out of it, really. So I'll do a strength check to see if I can
Yes,
get
please.
out of this log.
Yep.
Oh, smashing out of a log. That's an entrance. I like it.
So just a D20, I guess, that one.
Yeah. Or you could just do it because you'll have a strength, I'm sure, modifier on top of yours. So you should be able to just hit the strength and roll it. Or if it makes it easier doing it as an athletics, that'll automatically apply it all if you're doing it inside Foundry, if you open up your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hit your
Where's the...
if you're looking
Yeah,
on the skills on the left hand side, it's got the modifier added to your athletics. So just do it just click on athletics where it's got the tick.
And it's just a normal roll, no advantage or disadvantage.
No, just a straight roll.
Oh,
Whoa, what
That's
a
one way to
fucking
make an
to make
entrance.
an entrance. So just moments after you guys have become aware of the fact that there is this, well, not except Fokionis. Fokionis is about to get a hell of a surprise. Sorry, I'm just watching Dante's meme game. So you go from hearing like this thumping, then there's this sort of quiet moment of quiet and a pause, and then that fallen log that looks so solid just erupts into this shower of like mulch and splinters as you see this figure emerge from it, essentially dropping it on either side, making like a Thor superhero entrance. And so, two of you were aware that there was some noise coming on from over there, but you've all seen this just eruption, explosion, and stepping out of that dust cloud is what do they see? Huh?
It's a pretty big boy, half orc. He's got a, what's he wearing again? I think it's chain. Where's his armor?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a.
Oh, he's
chainmail
wearing
armor.
breastplate. Sorry, yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, he's just burst his way out of the trunk, and you want me to roll a perception to see what's going on now that I've sort of just woken up, or?
I don't know if I'm game to after what you've just erupted out of. Because you've made such an entrance, I'll actually get you to do your perception with advantage. Because you've also been in the log and been able to hear at least some of what has been going on before you made yourself known. So you'll have some idea. Thank goodness for advantage, hey? Yeah, so I would give you that you're pretty close to aware of most of what's happened here. The conversations, the voices, the emergence of this creature, and you've also got the memory of what you've been through, and that you're crystal clear, just with what we talked about beforehand, that you were previously under some sort of control or spell or something from that creature, and you now find that you have clarity of mind, just really horrific, vivid memories of what happened, and also but also that awareness, there's no blank spots. You're aware of what happened, even though a lot of it felt like it was happening on autopilot and that you weren't perhaps in full control of your facilities.
No worries.
And you've got the lay of what's happening here. I'd even give you with the 21 that it's pretty clear to you after what you've been through and what you've seen that that the guy in the tuxedo and the top hat is clearly charmed.
Okay. What actions do I have left for this turn? I mean, it's going to take a little bit to burst out of that log, even with the crit. So
yeah, you've essentially used. I'd give you that you've taken half your movement to, because you were prone and you're in the log, so you've lost half your movement in getting out and up, and it would have been your action. Just your action with a nat 20. It was just your action to heroically break out the way you did.
Yep.
So you've got some movement, you've got a bonus action, and I think you've got being fighter. You'll have another action as well from
Yeah.
memory.
I can activate the bonus action. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I'm going to just gather my weapons off the ground, and then give warning to these fellow adventurers that don't listen to it. Don't take heed. It's not your friend. And then I might actually use my action, my bonus action. The action surge to charge it if I can.
Yep. Yep. I don't know if I've given you control. If I have, you'll have the distance even having lost half your movement because you're only about. Actually, how far are you? What have you got? 30 feet. So you got 15 feet. Yeah, you 15 feet will get you in range. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Nothing I can do.
How do I activate the action surge on the sheet? Just click on it.
Don't try it. I don't know with Foundry. That's why with some of these things, it's actually easier to do it in D&D Beyond.
With my spells and stuff, I just click on that picture.
There you go. Action surge. Alright. Move me to there, and I am going to roll for a great axe chop.
Yep. 2 big boys over next to the bigger boy.
So
Wow, the small baby hides.
He's done the most damage so far.
Let's talk about that.
14. You're still a bit discombobulated, mate. You're still getting some wood chip and splinters out of your eyes. That 14 swings wide.
Yep.
Kicks up a beautiful little plume of sand out of the ground, though.
And that's my turn.
Not using a second attack.
Oh, sorry. I do get 2 attacks, don't I? 19 on the second attack.
Yep. 19 is the AC, so 19 hits. Have I got that right? I always get that wrong. If it matches or goes above it.
Meet or above, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I always get it wrong.
And then
that one hits. Oh, and that one,
16.
that one carves off a chunk of scaly skin. One of those tentacles is now looking, between you and Poccionus's combined efforts, is looking a bit tattered. And there's quite a bit of blood flowing freely from it.
Well, I'm happy with that intro. So,
and with that, we're back to Poccionus. So there's definitely more damage on that tentacle that you
make it hit this time, big man.
First of all, let's deal with the most obvious, given that Fock had no fucking idea what was going on, other than the very insular what is directly in front of him. Fock looks left and then double takes and goes, "Fuck, Habibi! Oh my god! Look at this fucking guy! This guy leaks! Yes!" And Leo, you seeing this shit? There's 2 of me. Look at this guy. Right, and at that, Fock gets fired up because there's a bit of peacocking and whatnot, and Fock not necessarily going camping. So he immediately says, "A bit of fucking rage." So he's going to rage and go hard with longsword.
Yep.
Watch me roll a 1. 16, so that didn't hit.
The 16 misses, but you were really excited.
No,
I think you got another swing, don't you?
But then over swung and missed and went, Yeah,
You didn't want him to feel too bad because his first one missed as well.
but so I swing again, and it's even worse. I'm clearly too excited.
Is this thing fish reminding you of your mum or something, mate? Because this is seeming a lot like all we're gonna need is a 1 now if you just start dropping your weapons, and it's
Oh,
gonna be the mum fight all over again.
Oh my god! I'm just clearly fucking and that's the end of my turn.
All right, and we're back to the aboleth who's there now in quite a bit of discomfort, and with one of those tentacles that emerged from the water, definitely not quite responding the way that it did before. And looking over and you hear this voice, seems to go through all of your heads, even though the mouth isn't moving. Victor, you disappoint me. Our deal is off. And with that, he's going to take a
We all hear that?
multi-attack. Yep, you all heard that. A multi-attack at Victor. Yep, I got it. Sorry, I don't know why it defaults to make everything public. It's private. I've got to keep making it public. So I'll do the 3 rolls. 19. You can tell me how many hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's a definite.
Oh, yep. And with the crits, we just do a straight doubling for everybody. So whether it's the good guys or the bad guys.
Yeah.
Right, don't muck about. Oh, he's
fuck you, Spargo. Fuck off.
have you looked at this thing? He's
I don't care.
The monster.
it's a big boy that that only one of you made a friend
to the
of.
campaign.
Yeah. it's Ivy all over again.
Welcome back. We're all dead.
All right.
Please, man, I don't need to take a hiatus, but really?
Yeah.
Warming up those dice.
Victor might
muscles.
be having the longest hiatus. So can you do just 3 Constitution saving throws? You're looking for a 14 or above. Just while I do the damage.
Yep.
That all of us.
No, just
Okay, cool.
in this instance, just Victor.
Yes.
1.
One.
So 1 save.
Oh.
1 fail.
Yes.
2 saves. Okay. So for the next minute, there's no effect. This is for your awareness. So where those tentacles have hit, there's just this kind of slimy residue that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Zach, with your kind of interested look you've got of everything that's going on, it reminds you a little bit. You saw some of this on the leaves and things around the outskirts of the lake when you were doing your investigation. You found kind of that oily, translucent almost residue. That's very similar to what it looks like on, and you pointed it out to the others, so they've seen it as well. But that's now on sort of across Victor's face and skin and armor. For awareness, for the next minute, it won't do anything. But after a minute, you won't be. Your skin's going to become translucent and slimy. You're going to be diseased. You won't be able to regain hit points unless you're underwater, and it can only be removed by heal or another. There's quite a bit with it. And then while you're outside of water, you'll be taking 1d12 acid damage every 10 minutes unless moisture is applied to the skin every 10 minutes.
Yep.
So nothing's going to happen for the next minute, though. So just so you're aware of what may be happening. And in terms of a minute, like a minute is
10 rounds.
10 rounds. So it's a little ways off in terms of us in the Discord, in the game. But for Victor, this is a very real concern. And I would even give you, Victor, that you have seen the effects of this with your previous interactions.
Yep.
I would give you that you would know exactly what this is.
So just for myself,
Now I'm going to do the damage
Victor
while you
or
ask
Zach
me a question.
got
Sorry, say that again.
Victor or Zach that just got gooped?
Victor.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, Victor just got those tentacles just went whack whack whack. So he's just gone slappy slappy like Victor was one of those kung fu dummies and did not miss a hit.
Do you pick on
Alright.
all the new people?
He does. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this thing hits hard. But I hope I don't kill Victor in that. Oh, that one's a private one, but I'll tell you guys what it was. So it was 17, 13, and 13 damage. I hope you got enough HP for
43?
that.
43, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I just change. It doesn't have a. These character sheets are really weird. It doesn't have like a.
Yeah, that it is a bit
current
clunky.
and-
I honestly find
I'm just gonna
I think if I
change
was playing, I'd be using
the-
D&D Beyond more than this.
Yeah.
It's great
It
for the
takes
maps
a
and
bit
stuff,
to
but
get used to it, to be
Huh.
honest, to figure out where everything is and how it all works out.
I've been dropped below half health. So
yeah. So you see this that Victor is that he is hurting from those strikes. That thing didn't miss, and it took chunks off, and he's got the slime and goo, which I saw the meme come up as well. All right. Now that was its first action, and kindly Zach gave it an extra action each turn.
Fuck you, Zach.
And it's
Can
going
only
to
make
use
one attack with it, though. You can't do multi-attack.
Yeah, it can't do the multi-attack. It's going to use that that action to how far can it reach and how far are you away? Alia, no, you're 15.
Sucks shit. Oh, I
Like
forgot about
10.
my Drake. Who else forgot about the Drake?
I mean,
I didn't forget about your Drake, but your Drake you need to command with the bonus action and you use the bonus action for your readying your arrow spell. So I didn't.
I forgot
I didn't
about
point
it.
out your break. Your
Hit my
Drake.
body shield. It's all good.
Yeah, it's only like the main party of classes.
Crap.
But you know, you don't want to
He
lose
survives.
the little creature that you can just summon at will. You'd hate to, see him die even though he can't.
Yeah. I just put him in dangerous situations and don't give a shit.
Now, so what it's going to do, it's going to take a tail swipe again at Phocionis, who'd also had a good little hack at
well, it can do with the
At that
courtesy of
tentacle?
missing me like I just missed it.
an 11.
No, missed.
It kind of collapses a bit on one of those tentacles that the two orc boys have damaged, and it swings wide. Then as a special action, it's going to reach out to you, Alia, who was damaging it a lot, and just request, but this time more forcefully than sort of that insidious way that it contacted you before. It's actually making a targeted attempt at bringing you over to its side, and all you hear is this like slam of force, this join us.
Get
And I need
wrecked.
you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 11?
11. So you're now enslaved, which is a little bit more aggressive than the charm
I'm a
that Zach's
bitch.
under. You can't take any reactions. You can communicate telepathically with your now new friend, not attacking it. And if you take damage, you will have a chance to repeat that saving throw. And if you happen to succeed, you can no longer be controlled or charmed in this way. So Alia, I would give Victor that you, having seen this happen, are looking for this and would be aware of what's happened. For the others, you are not aware of this in actually. No, Focky, give me a perception check just to see if you actually notice what's happened.
Roll, or do we just? I don't know. Fucking
What's
shit.
happened to your bestie?
All right, I'm rolling. It'll be bad, but whatever.
You said I'm aware of it already.
Yeah, I'd give it that you would be aware of it because you're aware of that.
Ooh, a whopping
what
10.
you've experienced.
That's
What?
good.
Sorry, 10.
Whopping 10. That's high for me.
Yeah. You're pretty preoccupied with your
Yeah.
new BFF and everything else that's going on. You don't notice what's happening.
Calamari. I've got fucking this guy. I've got a lot of shit going on there.
Would Zach be aware of it?
Would who? Sorry. Oh, Zach. Yeah, Zach. Do your perception. Let's see if you notice as well. You definitely are aware, like alert to what's going on, so you get the same chance to perceive it.
Nope.
Nah, you've got a special connection with your bestie.
Zach. No, actually, I'm pretty sure I got us into this mess. But anyway.
Oh,
Well,
I think you're being very kind. I think Alia was the more cautious. I think your words were something along the lines of, "Yeah, no, you guys should totally go and check that out. I'll just wait."
You sound smart. I knew what was gonna happen.
Now, what it's also going to do is, actually, you D&D people, legendary actions is at the end of its turn or the end of
End of one of our turns.
one of your
It's
turns? Yeah.
never.
Okay.
Not at all.
No, then never mind on that front. And let's end its turn there. So now we're on to Zach.
Zach. Still charmed.
You do
still
bite flowers, give it
Still
chocolate.
charmed.
Concentrate on the haste. He's gonna use momentary stasis on Phocyonis it's like a magic force field around him that freezes him in place for a
Get
turn.
wrecked, Zach.
Yep. And what's his save?
It's con save. DC
Con.
15.
All right, saving throw con.
Yeah, just click on the button there, I think.
25.
Well
But
done.
you definitely
Besides
know
that-
that Zach tried to do something to you there, Phocyonis, but you shrug it off. But you're aware that was not a particularly friendly thing that just happened.
What the fuck, Zach?
It wasn't gonna hurt you.
What she said.
Oh, I'll leave it a goodie. All right, is that Zach done for the moment?
done.
All right, Alia, you're at the moment in this position of you're now quite enamored, similar to what Zach is currently experiencing. You don't don't wish any harm on your new friend. You can definitely see now that it's just trying to help you guys out. It can't force you to attack your companions, but has just asked you that that if it dies, you won't get your desires, you won't get your wishes granted. It can't help you any further, and it'd love your assistance, and you can do with that what you will. You just can't harm or attack. At the moment, you're seeing it like Zach is, as you got a new bestie who's on Team Alia. What would you like to do with that?
I don't think I can do that, can I?
I don't know what that is.
So my brain was thinking of shooting an arrow at Fox's feet
Hmm.
because it'll offload the ensnaring strike, which would get his attention. Me. And realize, what the fuck? Why are you throwing an arrow at me? And then for him to realize something's fucking wrong and to sort it out.
Oh,
Well, for you,
But
as
can
far as you're
my
aware, like you're
brain
okay.
do that?
No, you're not there going, this thing's controlling me, I need to find a way to stop it. You've now been
Yeah.
essentially a more aggressive form of the charm, so you've been enslaved.
I'm just la la la
And
la la.
you are being directly controlled to be friendly and see this thing in a positive light. And do, aside from like forcing you to attack your friends, what it can do is, you know, for instance, it could tell you to go and hide somewhere, like in a log or in the shrubs, or it not harming yourself, not harming your friends, but you may well find that you're being
brave Sir
directed
Robin.
elsewhere. At the moment, it's quite happy with where you are. You're quite happy with it. You're just a bit bewildered as to why you're attacking it in the first place, because it all seems so obvious now that it's trying to help you guys out.
Oh, then I'm just gonna sit on the floor because fuck will know that's something I never do.
But you don't know that he's trying to.
No,
Yep,
no,
sure.
no, I'm just gonna sit.
You're just gonna sit. Alia
I'm
is
just
just gonna
gonna
sit. Yep, Alia just goes from having like this writhing magic of her bow ready to go and just sits down. That's it. You don't need any special perception. Like, you definitely see after
Come on,
she
you
was
dragons.
slinging mega arrows. Yeah, actually, I like what Egg said. Did you tell your Drake to sit down too?
Now he's free to do what he wants.
He'll be guided by you. So yeah, no worries. He's currently just chilling. He's a little bit confused. All right. On to Viktor.
Just keeping at it. So I'm gonna pop my second window because I'm below half.
Yep.
Well, this beat's sitting under the stairs and getting stabbed.
Okay, so
Oh,
that
that's a
is,
throwback.
um, 8 hit points back.
Barely a
And
scratch.
2 hits with the great axe. So attack.
19 just hits.
19, yeah. And then damage.
Another 8.
8. And then second attack.
Definitely. Now, are you at the level with your feats and stuff that you get a crit on a 19 and a 20?
Champion fighter.
Yes.
Wait,
So you do.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, roll your damage, and then we just double whatever your total is.
So
Same as
improved
it did
crit.
for you.
on. Take it.
30 damage.
30. Yep. So 38 total.
I'm just gonna keep repeating myself to try to break through the charm that they've got.
Yep.
So Victor just keeps screaming, like stop
Yep.
listening to it.
Yep.
As he's wailing on it.
So reaching out to Zach and Alia, unfortunately, the verbals don't seem to be doing anything.
Yep.
What do you mean? He's a nice guy. He's giving us what we want. What?
All right, we are back to with the now that end of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions.
Oh my
And you all hear this. Actually, it's two of its legendary actions. You all hear this. A waste go through all of your heads. And it's actually going to take from you, Zachary. It's going to do a drain of your health. So it's going to do 3d6,
Yeah.
and it's going to whatever damage you take, it's going to take back in health.
Oh, sneaky.
That does give you the chance to make a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw against the charm, though, which is a positive. All right, so let's do the.
Be nothing but nice to you. And do this. Oh,
So you
Should've
take
rolled pretty
13 points of damage.
13.
So you yes. And there was a tentacle that was all but removed from those last strikes that, hanging by a thread, is now steadily starting to knit back together in front of your eyes as that health has flowed from Zachary to the creature in like this black tendril.
Sorry, the con
So
save.
you get to do a wisdom saving throw.
I'll do
DC's
a
14.
Con save for the concentration on haste. I think. Yeah, that's fine. And then the wisdom save. is this one.
Yeah.
Oh, succeed in spades. So having broken that effect, you get this realization come flooding in, Zach, that this thing did not in fact have your best interests at heart. And with the magical background
What?
and knowledge that you developed and gained through entering the system, you are very aware of what has been done to you, that you were charmed, and that it was attempting to siphon off your life force and keep you charmed essentially as like its own little health potion. But you are now aware, and it's aware that you are aware, and grunts and snarls
Betrayal.
in response.
Who could have seen this coming? Like,
All right.
can I stop concentrating on haste straight away? Or that's away from my turn.
I think no, you succeeded in the haste while you were still friendly, so I think you'll need to snap the haste. You don't get I don't think you get a reaction
No.
because you just refreshed that with the concentration. So I'll give it to you that unless there's a rule that I'm not aware of without looking it up, but that makes most sense to me that you just renewed it, so it's got a timeout for you to go, no, I'm no longer going to be providing that.
No worries.
All right. Actually, no, it would be in a no. Actually, no. That's trying to be stupidly pedantic. Yeah, you immediately stop concentrating on the haste. Let me take that back, and I'll fix up its DC. And that was the end of Victor's turn.
This is its next turn then, because the way haste works, they get lethargic.
Yep. Okay. So Phocionis, and I'll adjust its AC. It's back to you.
All right. What would I like in terms of Zach now being uncharmed? Would you say that we would be aware of this?
Did you do anything to give them the indication that you are no longer under that spell, Zach?
Could you, yeah,
You
"Oh,
yelled
we're
out,
like,
like, what? You didn't have our own interests at heart. This is like he's utterly betrayed, and he's very upset.
In such an eloquent Zach way. Yes, you're all aware of it, Phocionis.
I am so upset about
follow-up
this.
question.
And
Can I inquire as to access to, unbeknownst to us, our former group colleague Jake and their stash of dynamite.
You don't have access to that at the moment, no. You can look around for Jake, but as
Yeah,
best
no.
you can tell, like you're not taking your action, but as you glance around, noticing that he hasn't taken part in this particular encounter, he's nowhere to be seen.
Right. Is that
He
part?
wandered off.
Dang it.
Well, he
all
was
right.
charmed, so who knows where he ended up.
It's true. Charmed, I'm sure.
Not that you knew that. Ha ha ha. Sure, I got it.
Well, then there's nothing left to do except for fucking make calamari rings. Let's go. I'm still raging, and having missed twice, I'm somewhat annoyed. And having Zach trying to fucking spell me, I'm even more annoyed. Like, I was contemplating throwing some shit at him, but then he's done this whole, like, yeah, you didn't like me, whatever. So I can assume that something was amiss, and I won't throw, like, a big rock at him or something. And instead, he's hacking away at this fucking thing.
You're gonna throw a rock at me?
I was going to say, well, something to try and snap you out of it. Not that I knew you were in it, but, just to show my general displeasure in your direction. But no need. All good. Right. So, rolling.
Yep. What a journey we go on every time.
Oh, come on. 19 hits.
19 definitely hits now.
Yes. And 12 points of damage.
Taking that.
Slashing again. 25.
25.
And 12 points of damage.
Hang on. So you attacked 3 times?
No, twice.
And what was the total?
12, 24.
24. Okay. Yep. Sorry, I heard 2 of them. I think I put 2 of them in twice.
All right. Then I'll also before we move on from me, just sort of notice that Aaliyah is sitting down and go, Aaliyah, what the fuck? Will you get up and get over here?
Just note that because you're raging, you get another +2 to damage.
Oh, I did not notice
See,
that.
this is why we have an egg.
Retrospectively go back from my.
Yeah.
Track your own shit, folks.
I'm trying
Should
to
be a bonus to hit as well.
Nice.
Because your strength goes up by 4, is it?
D&D Beyond does take that into it. Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it does for the raging.
I did tick rage in
It
D&D
used to
Beyond, so
up by 4, but now it just increases your damage by 2.
damage by 2. So
I put them in because you had that damage across those 2 attacks.
so is that still 24 total, or is that now 20?
28, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and that seeming like a bit of a cocky demeanor after sucking some of that life force back from Zachary. This thing, like that tentacle that was stitching back together, is completely removed, and you've made a real good effort at severing the next one as well, taking away its base, and actually the creature itself is unable to support itself on land as much as it was before, and is not out of your reach, but is definitely more in the water than it was on the previously, as it's sort of sliding back, unable to keep itself up on that very steep drop off into the water. Now at this point, the creature itself, you see this just disgusting blackish green, almost like an oil slick ooze surrounding the entirety of the creature, lapping up onto the shore, and it attempts, because it is hooked, it attempts to slide away from you guys back into the water from whence it's came, but it doesn't actually have a disengage ability. It's a panicked kind of last ditch effort to go, and that gives 3 of you attacks of opportunity because you're all, because of its size, Phocyonis, Zach, and Viktor, you all get a crack at this thing as it is trying to clear out.
So has it moved away from us any?
It now is. So
How far would you say it's moved away from us?
it's attempting to go down. So as it is going, it's still in your reach. You get the reaction as it is pulling out. You can
Sorry,
see that like its blood is mixing into the
Can I get an
this
egg
mucusy.
check?
but
It's
because
quite me to
my
like not
concentration paste ended, it's lethargic, so it can't move or take action
Oh,
until the end of its next turn.
That's an egg check.
there you go. It's even doubly fucked.
Yeah.
Right,
it
where's
just-
the advantage? Who's going first?
With advantages.
No,
Where did the with advantage go? You've got the reaction to
I thought.
Oh no,
Um,
sorry, hang on, because it can't, because it's lethargic. So we're back to Zach.
Oh, I thought you said it tried to move. So you can try to move, but not
Yeah,
move.
I forgot about the lethargic effect. That was my bad. I didn't put that on the I wrote the haste down. I didn't put the lethargy down.
That's
Okay.
quite the look of satisfaction egg sporting there. Just
It was great. It was such a great little. No, I'm helping this thing out, but to the end,
well, actually, he's playing the long.
it's,
no, it was
help
helping.
you out, but really, and now
it
you're
was. It's great. I really like that little play.
Yeah, I'll
What do you want to
what
do to
I
it, Zach?
tried to do to Phocyonis, try and freeze it even more for its next turn as well. So, yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
is that a disadvantage check?
Is that?
Mm.
Is it large or smaller?
Yep, it's large. It's large.
Yeah, alright, so con save.
Yep.
Ooh, just
14.
not enough. Is
I needed a
Just
15.
miss.
incapacitated.
Yep, so it's now got this stasis around it. What else would you like to do? It is
No, that's my
clearly
turn. Yeah.
clearly struggling. Alia, you are still charmed by this creature. You're watching all of this unfold. Seems awful the way that they're treating your friend. And you just get this voice in your head that help me. But you
Get
don't have to. You can't. It's your friend. But it can't actually force you into harming any of these guys. So get wrecked. I know. Alia stays sitting in Lotus and meditating. Viktor, this thing's frozen in front of you.
I'd like to jump on it and bury my axe across its eyes.
No.
So, do you want me to do an athletics to do the jump on, or
It's frozen in place, but I'll get you to do it with advantage.
all right?
Boom.
So 17 in total.
Yeah, 7. I was wondering what that total was going to be like. Oh, this could be interesting, but no, you little bit of a stagger on the landing, but you managed to catch yourself, brace your feet on either side of the giant string of eyes, and take your swing. Let's see how it goes.
First one's a 13.
Yeah,
Now,
first one skids off.
is it denied any of its dexterity for AC because of the incapacitated?
AC's the same. It just can't take actions. Or
Yeah.
kick.
It's just frozen.
Yeah. Second attack.
That
20.
definitely hits true. That one strikes true. You realign yourself. You take a deep breath. You swing again with your great axe. Give us your damage. All right. How do you want to finish this thing off?
Just as I said, bury bury the axe through like its forehead across as many eyes as possible, and then when I realise that it's gone limp, just lift the axe and bury it one more time triumphantly.
Too easy. So I will get you to do one more roll. I'm going to get you to give me an athletics. Oh, no, he's frozen in place. Never mind. It doesn't change if the creature dies, your stasis egg. Or until the creature takes any damage. Now it's taken damage, so the momentary stasis is over. It's dead, but its body is now rapidly sinking into the depths. I need you to see how you get. If you can make a, you'll get back to shore, but see if you can make an athletic. And Ali, you snap out of your condition, realizing that thing was not in fact your friend, and feeling a little bit violated that it took over your mind so forcefully without your
Son of a
consent.
bitch.
There you go. 22 on the athletics to jump back to safety.
So easily making your way back. In fact, you've got like part of its the top of its head still stuck, and some eyeball goo still stuck to the end of your axe. As you make your way back, landing on the shore. And what you guys notice as well is where as those items drop off the axe itself, they sort of solidify and form up into something a little bit more coherent. No, it's not. A little bit more corporeal than what the goo would normally entail. And you've got a few items that have appeared seemingly out of nowhere at the felling of this creature that is now at Viktor's feet. But you can all take a breath. You're no longer in combat.
Oh, fuck drops to his knees. And fuck hurt.
And there's a little pile of goodies as the goo is congealed into something more substantial.
Gold goo.
Gold goo.
I'll tell you when someone wants to have a look. I'm just giving you a chance that you've all finished up what you're looking to do. There's this strange dude who's come in swinging an axe and just ripped the eyeballs out of this thing as it was trying to get away.
Fuck Jonas, it's your brother.
Look at this fucking unit. Oh my god, I'm pretty happy with that. Hello, my friend. My name is Jonas. Who are you?
While they're having a conversation, I'm walking up.
Yeah.
Aaliyah, what the fuck?
I was
Oh, what the fuck, me?
ambushed by this fiend.
Did this thing like mind fuck you as well?
It had, yeah.
Apparently.
And
I assume that's what happened to you, Zach, you know?
it done away with my party, so
Oh my god, fuck.
they're gone, but it made me hide in that log there, ready to ambush the next bunch of people that got close. But
Joke's on him,
I
eh?
came to, and
Yeah, nice
I
work.
hope you guys are all okay. I know it's a
Oh,
unsettling feeling to have that in your head.
I'm a bit sore, but fuck, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
So,
all.
So, you got a bit of goo on your just it's like
Yeah. I like
just everywhere. Like
flick some of the goo off my shoe, and the hardened items or hardened goo sort of falls out in the open for all to see.
As you guys are doing that and making your introductions, I know Jonas has met Viktor. Viktor said who he is as Alia and Zachary are coming over. You all notice, especially Alia, as you're coming along, and Zachary, as you're kind of walking in, you're seeing this happen as you're coming to greet this newcomer. That green orcish skin goes from looking like Jonas's to now starting to turn quite translucent. Almost like a liquid slimy quality to it. And for you, Victor, you look down and you see this on your hands. You can't obviously see your face, but there's been a significant change there. And you can feel that there is a burn starting to, no damage is taken yet, but you can feel a burn starting to come into your skin, and you saw this happen to your, you're aware of exactly what's happened. You are diseased.
Yep.
Bro, you're looking a bit pale. Are you hungry? Like, Aaliyah,
Pale?
burgers.
I'm going see through. I have a look and said, I've got it's goo on me. I need to get this sorted. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Out of character, would Victor know to like go into the water to stop the?
Yeah. You both feel an urgent pull towards getting in the water, but also have seen that getting in there had helped before their ultimate demise, because they entered the water with that creature. Your party members who were similarly afflicted, you know that you need to keep moisture on this regularly, whether it's in a body of water or
From a water skin or whatnot.
sloshing water over the top of it. Again, you're not in that state where you have felt that pressing urge where you're about to take, your skin's going to start to boil off if you don't, but you know it's coming.
Well, I'll let them know that if any of them have the similar condition that I'm in, with the goo going translucent, that they need to submerge the affected region in water, keep it hydrated until you're healed. And with that, I jump into the lake.
Yep, I would assume you've gone to one of those sort of clearer sections where you're not just leaping into.
Yeah, probably more around over here somewhere.
Yep. Still can talk to everybody, but soothing the pain of your damaged skin. Yep. Is anybody inspecting any of the? Because I know we've just ticked over 11 o'clock Queensland time. So is anyone inspecting, grabbing?
Yeah,
you've done introductions, and
I'm quite sure
Victor's alluded a little bit to what where he'd come from and lost his party, but obviously with this poison and jumping in the water, you haven't had a chance to fully get to know him.
I sniffed that shit out before anyone was.
Well,
exactly.
he's like cleaning himself off. Yeah. Have a look.
All right.
We'll share it with him, obviously.
So you find this little, essentially like what you would know in the real world as a piggy bank, but in the system you're working in is an arms box. So it's essentially a box for coins and money to be put into, generally for collections. It looks almost like a little wild version of a piggy bank. There's an ominous looking bottle that has literally a skull on the bottle. That has some dark liquid swishing around in it that looks quite similar to the blood of the creature that you just downed. There's another strange looking packet that has like a sandy dust within it. The packet itself and the way it's been folded and the symbol that's on front of it almost looks like a translucent pixie. So you have a packet of that strange. So I know you guys can see what this is, but for your characters, you haven't yet had them identified. You can see this really strange looking, almost strikingly different to what you've seen before in this world. This eye, where it looks like a cross between something that came out of a prosthetics factory and something that's been imbued with magic, but it clearly looks like an artificial eye that it may be quite painful, or the way that it might attach may not be terribly pleasant, but it certainly looks intricately put together and looks quite valuable as well. And then there's a set of robes that look almost like something that a priest or a member of a religious order would wear. Very fine, very good quality, but they don't give you any indication of magic coming off them. And shaking out of those robes and out of the pile of things there and the coins that are in that arms box are 428 gold pieces.
Oi.
But the
Not
only
bad
two
at all.
things that you know what they are is the money box and the vestments, the cloth, the priest robes.
I assume that's all going in your bag, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Just skip
Wait,
it.
Too quick. Just
And where we
Gonna be
will
fast this fucking boy.
where we will finish up as like Victor's off in the shallow section before it drops off to stay submerged, and
please
you
tell me
guys
we
have come
can
together
rest.
and a bit beat up, and some more than others, and have gotten some gear from your battle. You guys notice, Alia, I'll give it to you initially, but the others of you pick up on it as well. You can smell the distinct wafting of smoke,
Oh, God,
and coming not right on top of you guys by any stretch, but you can definitely see that in the distance behind you from where you'd come, so to your on the compass west because you headed easterly. It appears that forest fire has definitely not died out. It is not on top of you by any stretch, but it is clearly still burning. You can see the smoke, and the smell of that smoke has reached you guys where you currently are. But you're not under any imminent threat, but the smell of it definitely brings Ali's attention first, and then the rest of you with a less acute sense of smell.